Hello students, welcome to ShirtBack Academy. In this coding lesson we're going to be continuing Module 3, Conditionals. This coding lesson we're going to be doing the exercise Until Loops in Maze. Let's begin. We're going to use again the code.org homepage. When we're there we're going to click on Learn in the top left corner. On the next page we're going to click on Learn More under grades K to 5. We're going to scroll down and we're going to click on Course D. Here in Course D, the activity we're doing is Until Loops in Maze. It's lesson number 13. Once we're there, we're going to click on the number 1 and we're going to begin our lesson. Here in our first lesson, we're going to do a warm-up. We have to get the bird to the pig using loops. Let's see how we do. First thing we're going to do is trace the path. To start our code, we're going to bring over a repeat. We're going to set it equal to 4, and inside we're going to bring a move forward. Then we're going to bring a turn left for the corner. We're going to check our code and hit run. We can see that our code so far works okay. How can we finish it using just one more block? We're going to use a nested loop. We're going to bring over another repeat and set it equal to 3. We're doing that because there's 3 sides of the path. We're going to reconnect our code and hit reset and run. And now we see our nested loop gets the bird to the pig. Great job! We're going to be using nested loops throughout this lesson. Now we're going to watch an introductory video about repeat until blocks.
Every athlete knows that you get good by practicing, by repeating the same moves until you get really good, or until you reach your goal. When I was in high school, I wouldn't leave practice until I made 10 free throws in a row. Similarly, when you get to a computer program and repeat a command, you can give it an exact number of times to repeat, or you can define a goal and tell it to repeat the command until it reaches some goal. In the next example, the repeat block is changed. Instead of specifying how many times you want it to repeat, you can use the repeat until block to tell the angry bird to do the same thing until it gets the pig or until it crashes into a wall. And again, we can put multiple blocks inside the loop and repeat a series of actions.
Okay, great. Thanks for the video, Chris. Now we're going to continue on to Puzzle 3 and continue coding. Here in Puzzle 3, we have a multiple choice. It's asking us to take a look at the code below. What do we think will happen when we click run? Our answer choices are A, the bird will not move at all, B, the bird will make it to the pig, or C, the bird will move forward and run into the TNT. Let's take a look at our code. Here in our code we see our repeat until. We have a picture of a pig. What this block allows us to do is to repeat the code inside until the bird either gets to the pig or crashes into the wall. Inside we have a while path ahead. This means that as long as there's nothing blocking the path of the bird, he's going to move forward. If he hits a corner, he's going to turn left. Let's trace the path. You should see a pattern. What do you think will happen? I'm going to choose answer choice B. I think the bird's going to make it to the pig. Let's click run and see what happens. We can see as long as the path is clear, he moves forward and turns left. And he keeps doing that till he gets to the pig. Great job! You could see that the bird repeated the commands until he got all the way to the pig. Let's move on to Puzzle 4. Here in Puzzle 4 we have to get the bird to the pig. Let's trace the path. The first thing we see is that to get through the first part of the path, we need to move forward, turn right, move forward, and then turn left. That will get us through the first section of the path. When we hit run, We see that it works well so far. Now to finish our code, we're going to use our repeat until. We're going to drag over a repeat until block and place our code inside. What this will allow our bird to do is to continue the coding command program until he gets all the way to the pig. Let's click reset, double check our code, make sure it's connected, and click run. We can see the bird continues the program until he gets to the pig. Great job. You're doing well with the repeat untils. Let's click on continue and move on to puzzle 5. Here in puzzle 5 we have our zombie. Our instructions are asking us to get the zombie to the sunflower using a repeat until. The first thing we're going to do is bring over a repeat until block. Anything we put inside of here, the zombie will continue to do until he gets to the sunflower. Now let's trace our path. We can see the first thing we're going to do is bring over a move forward and a turn left. From there, our zombie will move forward and turn right. We're going to have the zombie repeat these 4 commands until he gets to the sunflower. Let's double check our code and then click run. We can see that our zombie is repeating our code throughout the entire path until he gets to the flower. Good job. Let's click on continue and move on to puzzle 6. Here in puzzle 6, we're going to add an if block, an if statement. Here what we want to do is we want to get the zombie to the sunflower using as few blocks as possible. The first thing we'll do is bring over our repeat until block. Anything we put inside of the repeat until will continue to happen until the zombie gets to the sunflower. Now what we're going to do is inside we're going to bring a move forward. And now what we're going to do is we're going to bring over our if statement. Our if statement says if the path goes to the left, we want the zombie to do something. We're going to have him turn left. Now we have our repeat until block. If the path is open, the zombie will move forward, but if the path goes to the left, he will turn left. Let's double check our code to make sure it's connected, and now we'll hit run. We can see that our code works great. Great job. Way to include the if statement. Let's click continue and move on to puzzle 7. Here in puzzle 7, they're asking us to get the zombie to the sunflower. Let's trace the path. We can see at each corner, our zombie must turn right. The first thing we'll do is bring over a repeat until. We want the zombie to repeat anything we put inside until he gets to the flower. We'll bring over a move forward, and now we're going to bring over an if statement. This time as we trace the path, we saw that each corner, the zombie must turn right. Inside of the if statement, we'll bring over a turn right command. Now let's double check our code and our repeat until, and then we'll click run. We'll see our zombie moves forward. When the path goes to the right, so does he. All the way to the sunflower. Great job, everybody. You're doing well. Let's click on continue and move on to puzzle 8. Here in puzzle 8, let's trace the path. We can see our zombie goes forward, turns left, and continues forward and left until he gets to the sunflower. Let's build our code. The first thing we're going to do is bring over a repeat until. Inside of there, we're going to bring over a move forward. And now we're going to bring over an if statement. If the path goes to the left, we want the zombie to turn left. Let's double check our code, make sure they're connected, and then we're going to click run. We see our zombie moves forward. When the path goes to the left, so does he. And our program keeps repeating until the zombie gets to the sunflower. Great job, everybody. Let's move on to puzzle 9. All right, a challenge puzzle. Challenge puzzles are designed to stretch our brains. Let's see how we do. Here, our zombie's up at the top, and he's facing the wrong way. We need to get the zombie to the sunflower. Let's see what we can do. If we trace our path, we see there are several openings, but we need to get the zombie over to the sunflower. The first thing we're going to do is bring over a repeat until. But actually, the first thing we must do is turn our zombie around. He's facing the wrong way. We're going to need 2 turn rights to get him facing the right way. You can see the 2 turns rotate his body. We're going to bring over a move forward, and we're going to bring over an if statement. If the path goes to the left, we're going to turn left. If the path goes to the right, we're going to turn right. Let's double check our code, make sure it's connected, and hit reset and run. We can see our zombie comes to the path, and we can see he's going the long way. We were using the if statements so you could see how they work together. Great job. 2 more puzzles. Let's finish strong. Here in puzzle 10, we need to get the zombie to the sunflower. Let's trace the path. We're going to bring over our repeat until, and inside we're going to put a while path ahead, move forward. Now we're going to bring over an if statement, and we're going to say if the path goes to the right, we want our zombie to turn right. Now let's double check our code. We have our repeat until, we have a while the path is ahead, move forward, and if the path goes to the right, we turn right. We can see by using our combination of while and if, we can get to the flower. Let's click continue and move on to our last puzzle. Here in our last puzzle, we have a multiple choice. It's asking us to look carefully at the code. What do we think will happen after we click run? Down here in our workspace, we have a repeat until loop. Until the zombie gets to the flower, he's going to move forward if the path is ahead, or else he's going to turn right. Let's see what will happen. When we trace the path for the zombie, we see he goes forward, and when he gets to the corner, he can go right. But there's also the path ahead. What will he do first? Let's see what our answer choices are. A, the zombie will pass the correct path, and go back and forth forever. B, the zombie will make it to the sunflower. Or C, the zombie will turn right on the first path and go around in circles. I'm going to choose answer choice A. The reason I'm choosing answer choice A is because the move forward happens first in the command. When we click run, we see that our zombie just moves back and forth. He never turns right because as long as the path is forward, that will take first command. Okay, great job everyone. That will conclude this lesson. You did a really great job learning with until loops. In our next lesson, we'll continue with the last lesson of Module 3, Conditionals. If you have any questions about this lesson, please find the timestamp on the video and re-watch the appropriate section. We thank you for following along, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody.